Right, here we go. Agricultural Commissioner of the European Union, Irishman Phil Hogan. Thank you very much for having me. So you're just proposing a yellow card sort of fine system for the farmers who do minor offences against the cross-compliance regulations for the first time. There has been voices in Germany that Commission officials have been pressuring the local authorities to actually retroactively fine farmers if they commit a second offence, so as to also fine them for the first one, and even stronger than normally intended. Is that true, and what would you like to say to clarify?
Well, I'd like to say that the de minimis rules still apply in Germany in relation to any particular administrative penalty under €100. So where the rules don't apply, and the national veterinary certification rules certainly seem to be applying stringently in Germany, and we were very happy to have conversations with our services in relation to clarifying those matters. But what we intend to do, and what the intention of the yellow card system is, what I'm after introducing as part of the simplification package, is to allow farmers, particularly small farmers, who commit a small error, to be able to have the penalty that's there at the moment to be reduced by 50%. And equally, I'm bringing in a new regulation that you have a preventive preliminary check on a farmer's application, where within 35 days they are able to have this. Officials in Germany will be able to check the farmer's application before it's formally lodged in the IT system. This will help to remove small errors. So there's ample opportunity to be able to clear up any small errors at the time of the farmer applying, and that the officials will be working in a spirit of getting the farmer to comply rather than catch them out.
And do you think the 35-day period will be implemented by the next application period?
That's what we have decided. In 2016 these measures will come into effect.
Right. The dairy sector is still in crisis. You've already said you recognize it as a crisis. Is there a shift in production towards more favorable regions in Europe? I know Ireland has been increasing output by more than 30%. Are we looking at a shift in production?
Well, the Irish increase in production has been in excess of 15%. But the Irish government and authorities constitute 4% of total milk supply in Europe. 4% or 5% increase in German milk supply is also available, and is also seen since the abolition of milk quotas, which is a considerable increase in production in a European context. So we have problems of increased production in Europe, but we equally have problems in reduced demand in various markets in the world, particularly in China, and we also haven't seen the fallout from the reduction in milk supplies in New Zealand. So we are waiting to see the market coming into balance, and I have allocated additional promotion monies and promotion measures for 2016 to try and get new market opportunities for our dairy product.
Is your main focus on how to resolve the crisis in the dairy and pork sector still to lift the ban with Russia? Is that number one?
Well, we certainly cannot expect to have early results in this matter, but President Juncker and I know Chancellor Merkel have been in contact with Mr. Putin to try and see can we normalise trade relationships, and obviously I would welcome any movement that would be made by the Russian Federation to lift the ban on agricultural products. After all, we lost 5.2 billion in exports from that particular market alone, so it would be a considerable boost to the marketing of our agricultural products again if the Russian market was to open.
All right, and just one final question. There has been talks in Brussels about increasing the ecological focus areas to 7 instead of 5%, and maybe even shifting the greening payments from the first to the second pillar. German Farmers Union as well as the German government are already proposing this move. What's your stance on this?
Well, I have a consultation period opened to evaluate the ecological focus areas and also greening measures generally as part of the last reform of the CAP. That consultation process concludes on the 8th of March next, and between now and the end of the year, which I'm mandated to do by the legislators, we will look at those submissions and evaluate the greening policies to see are we meeting our environmental objectives as part of the CAP reform or not.
Right, so it's still open to discussion. Which role do you enjoy more, Irish Minister of the Environment or European Commissioner for Agriculture?
I enjoy all particular posts where I'm serving the people.
Is there more action in Brussels or more in Ireland?
I found a lot of action in Ireland as well.
Thank you very much, Commissioner.
So, you're putting that up online as well.